Good morning. It's so cold. It's 39 degrees. I have no gloves and they pulled my sub. So no sub for me, which means no admin for me, which means extra strength coffee. Good morning. Part of my morning routine as a former barista of 3 years back in college is making my own cup of wonderful espresso, also while looking out the window of my classroom. It's just a wonderful way to start the morning, getting the cream and the milk out of my mini fridge, hearing it splash into the pitcher, and then eventually waiting for the machine to heat up. I really enjoy it. It gets me to calm down, and there's nothing like a good steamy pitcher of beautiful foam. And of course, I love to share it with a friend, so I usually take one cup down to one of my teachers. Lastly, I gotta be able to get my zen in, and here I'm adding some essential oils to my diffuser, and that's the final touch before I start to sit down and get the day started. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't been here before, thanks for coming by. I am a special ed teacher and I teach math, directed studies, and social science to a mild to moderate population. I have students ranging from learning disabilities, autism, Down syndrome, and other learning disabilities. I usually start my day looking at my calendar, planning ahead, looking at what I need to do for the day. I definitely take a lot of time the night before to prep my Promethean board, where I put up an agenda for the day where the kids can easily see it when they walk in. They know the right thing to do, the first 3 things they need to do, and what they need to have on their desk. And a shout out to Smart Pug Teaching for making these so beautifully every month and for free. Y'all, you gotta really check her out. She's an amazing teacher, and you really gotta see what kind of resources she has on TPT. So you have as long as the theme song takes for you to solve the problem. So we're solving for n. Well, they picked the random square. Drop your answer. Currently have a caseload about 28, 29, and this is going to be the craziest 60 days of my life per work stuff. Okay, so here's my desk. Okay, and it doesn't look like this at the end of the day. I'm a big believer in making sure you clear your desk, just like for those of you that make your bed in the morning. I can say I'm lazy about that, but for a clear desk and coming in, it's the best. Okay, so the reason being, I have 5 triennials in just the month of March alone. I have folders. So I have blues are triennials, dark blues, light blues are initials, purples are annual IEPs, and then 30-day IEPs are more of my favorite teal color. So I take the folder and I put the student's name and the date that it's due, and I put it on just like a little sticky note, and I put it right here. I also like to save these because who wants to spend money on things that you don't need? So definitely saving them. I batch everything. So I get all my folders ready, and then I stuff the folders. I stuff the folders first with the students' current grades. The little sticky note, it reminds me that I have sent out the teacher appraisals for this child. A teacher appraisal is a written input that the general ed or other special education teachers write for the student. So I go ahead and stuff the grades in here because I'm actually going to be looking at the grades with the parent at the IEP, right? So I'm not having to log back into my computer and be like, oh, what are his current grades? We're looking at present levels, so we need to make sure we have this on hand. And I love showing it because I also make notes at the bottom if there's anything that I need to take away from the meeting as their case manager. I take the sticky note and I write the date that I sent it out, okay? We are supposed to send it out 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks prior to the IEP meeting. IEP standing for Individualized Education Plan. For me as case manager, as those appraisals come in, and we do use Google, I love Google. It's really streamlined a lot of the communication from case manager to general ed teachers. I highlight it, meaning that I've received it. Okay, I can print it out, add it again, the paper copy, to the student's file, and send the second copy home. So that's what I do, and making sure that I am doing my part in sending home teacher appraisals in a legal and timely manner. But I want to show you my process. So if there's any special education teachers out there that are trying to figure out how do I balance 60 days worth of IEPs. And side note, this means that I don't have prep until March 6th. That's a Friday. And I think I'm just trying to take all of that in on working smarter and not harder. And after, the 7-8 years that I've been doing this, and with the amazing team that I have here, I've learned a few tricks. So I'm going to go ahead and turn you around and show you my flow of what I do. So here's what I've done as part of my paper flow. These are actually just, what are those? So they're shoe things, shoe organizers, shoe towers, whatever you want to call them. And then I have these little hinges, and they're plastic, and I got these, I've had these forever, okay? So I printed out the current IEP, which is what I'm working on first, okay? It could mean this week, it could mean this month. The next IEP, whatever's next on the calendar, and an upcoming IEP. So I'm working on 3 IEPs at a time. Okay, so I'm batching all of my current IEP. Triannuals, again, are blue. All right, so I'm gonna put whatever I'm testing on. I'm testing with the current student, I'm gonna put here. Then I'm usually test 2 to 3 students at a time. Oh, this is coming off. Okay, we might have to redo that. And then the next triannual. So again, the annuals are purple. So now that they're stuffed, okay, I'm gonna put them in order of when they occur. All right, so this could be next week, the week after that, and the week after that. It's not, but you get the picture. So now when I go to sit at my desk, my ever so clean desk, I'm going to take that and go, okay, well, what am I working on? Am I working on a current or am I working on upcoming? I had to come up with a way to not only organize myself, but to have a flow, so that way when I sit down at this desk, I'm not having to go, okay, well, where did I leave off? What did I send those appraisals? Did I send them home? Did I send home the meeting notice? All of that is taken care of folder by folder, and then the folders are also in order. So I'm grabbing from the top to the bottom. Okay, I'm not worrying about the bottom, but the fact that there's a folder there in a bright color, I'm gonna go, oh my gosh, my work is not done. To be able to schedule and allot my time, and with our crazy rotating ABC schedule, I need to maximize the time I'm here in the class, okay? Grading and all that stuff I can do at home. Yes, I'm one of those teachers where I do take stuff home because I have a child, and the moment the bell rings here, I go pick her up, spend time. The moment she sleeps, I get back, and it's back to mommy mode. Back to teacher mommy mode, okay? I'm always a parent 24/7, but what I've learned from a lot of wisdom here at my school is there's always going to be a to-do list. You're always going to have something to do. There's always going to be a test coming up. There's always going to be a fire drill you have to be ready for. It's the precious moments that you have with your children. You can't turn back time, and you don't want to miss on those precious moments. So take some advice from me. Get your organization flow going. It is trial and error, and you don't have to do exactly what I've done, but it's an example. I hope you like it, and if you want to see more of the IEP process, I can go ahead and show it to you. I can even do a video on how I lay out my table and things like that. But yeah, I hope this was a big help to you. And if you really like this video, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe. Good morning. Happy Friday. Look how beautiful it is today with the sun. Every day has been really, really beautiful. I mean, upwards to 77, almost 80 degrees. Look at my crazy hair. Just wanted to give a shout out to a local coffee shop called Machete's Cafe. And they have been brewing coffee for quite some time. I remember going to their free cupping, I want to say like Springs Road in Solano, something like that. And so I would go in with my mug, of course, and there's be at least a dozen coffees to try. I really, really love their nitro cold brew. So I remember that, and I wanted to try it today. They are just so sweet over there. So I had come over a couple days ago after work because I wanted to kill some time and do some self-care. And the sweet lady was there again, and I asked her, you know, do you have the nitro cold brew? Like, this is something I really like. And she said, of course. And I wanted to add white mocha because that's what I had last time. And so she added the white mocha, but as she was ringing me up, I noticed she charged me for lavender. And I was like, wait, do you have lavender? I love lavender iced coffees. And she said, yes. So she's like, do you want me to switch it up? So I said, yes, please. So now I have an iced lavender latte, and I love that. I mean, I'm trying to cut back just in calories overall. And so this is the cup. It is delicious. You guys have to go and try this out.